Oh, Gerry, not again. Let's see if I put it down. Hello, Palin. If I put it there for you, do you want those? Fur, 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 fur. Good morning, Bulba. Fifi. Going for the bowl every time. You little pickle. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Gerry was like super excited for pellets. I gave him some just before the stream, only literally like 3. And then the bowl comes out and he's just like, I don't know. I'm wondering if he's just like a little bit out of, what's the word? Routine. I kept thinking ritual. I was like, no. I wonder if he's just like a little bit out of routine, that because things have been different whilst he's away and we've been on holiday and stuff. Good morning, Magdamania. Morning, Harry and Joe and Zara and Lux and Tom and Cosmic. How is everyone? How you all doing? Look at this baby boy. It's just maybe he is camera shy. He's been off camera for a bit. He's gone all shy. Morning, Saffron. Morning, Sarah. Oh. Justin, thank you very much for the 19 months. Thank you. How you doing? Oh, is there another one popped up? Mazira, thank you very much for the 46 months as well. Hello. Hello. I hope you're all doing good. Morning, Robot. I feel like I can't decide if it's too hot today. I guess the fact I'm even considering it probably means it is. If I cannot think enough to think of it if I'm too stuffy. Still can't believe you didn't win the board award in yesterday's closing ceremony. I know. Coco, thank you very much for the 63 months and a tier 2. Morning, Heng. The one I was most annoyed about, to be honest, was the fact that Gerry didn't win the banana loving award. The fact that Monkey got put forward for it and Gerry didn't. Cannot believe the audacity. I'm going to call rigged. Morning, Laura. I was reading this thing yesterday about how, because I suddenly thought like, oh, what could be a good way to help with language learning? And I know that a lot of things say to like just immerse yourself in the language and, you know, just sort of pick up by absorbing. And I was thinking, like, I guess a lot of, I tried to show my bunny your bunnies. Oh my gosh. Were they like, what? There's others? I thought we were the only ones. Gerry's off exploring. Gerry, do you want me to get you a blankie so you can explore over there? Hang on, I can grab this one. You're not using it at the moment. I'm coming, baby boy. It's just been a little while since you... Oh, now you've run away. Gerry! Gerry? Here you go, baby boy. Is this where you wanted? They weren't very interested. Oh, no. Is it like one of those things where... like dogs used to not be able to watch TVs because they can't look at CRT monitors, but now they can look at the flat screen TVs. Are you going behind the sofa? Oh my goodness. Gerry, I need to put something down for you the other side. Excuse me, Fifi. There we go. Just in time. Like how dogs can't use MRI machines too because they're CAT scans. That does make sense now I think about it. They made them very specifically for... I mean, it's a lot to put into. But cats are very lovely, to be fair. Okay, right. I'll put this here. I'll wait here for now. Okay. Grammy, thank you very much for the 72 months and a tattoo. And Exec, thank you very much for the 14 months. I thought Gerry was going to come out this end, but he has not. Oh no, wait. Here he comes. Sorry, I muted because I did a big cough. If you're wondering why the boy was suddenly cast into silence. Good morning, Patience. Twitch killed my sub-anniversary message. Wait, what? No. Stimky. Good morning, Hansan. Hello. I mean, maybe I do coddle the boy, but it's because I want to encourage he to explore more. And if there's just the slippy floor, he won't do it. Whereas now, look at he. With just a blanket and a dream, he's able to go places he never thought he would go before. Where one bun has been before, and that bunny was Ffion. Yeah, he deserves coddling. And cuddling. I was going to put the camera down under the sofa, but to be honest, we've not. So we do this thing where we mostly let Cousin do the hoovering, but Cousin's slightly too big to go onto the sofa. So like once every 2 weeks, we'll let Puff come down and Puff gets to run around under the sofas. But I can't remember when Puff was last down here because we've been on holiday. So I'm like, oh, I better not show onto the sofa just in case it's pure filth. Filthy. They send Fifi under there. Collect it all up. There he goes. Good morning, lifelike. We give Puff, like, Puff gets a little day out. Robot isn't called Ted. No. And Cousin even does the mopping, so it would make sense to be called Ted. Be a little mop boy. But no, he is Cousin. Hello. You're being so brave. He's so proud of you. Where else would you like to go? You're going to go behind the big sofa? I don't have anything put down for you the other end. And I can't even think what I would grab if I did. I guess the big blanket's over there. You doing big explore? Ah! I was like, is Cousin a humpter? No. Cousin is he's not a Roomba. Can't remember what he is. I think he's like a Oofy or something. Yoofy. But yeah. Good morning, honey. Morning, cow. Morning, turkey. There we go. Morning, Mexicos. I'm trying to explore even further. Look at he. Discovered books. Would you like to read a story? No. He's offended by the idea of literature. Oh, actually, there was a bird outside. I think that distracted him. Are you done now? I'm worried you're going to go over to the table and your blankie's not going to be there. Oh, Priory spotted, yes. Very good book. And it's on the red shelf as well, so it's in a good place. Not the to be read shame pile on top. I've not been very good with... Oh, I thought you... Oh, he gone. Gerry? Should I take your blankie over now? Well, now it feels mean pulling the blanket away from you. I know you don't need it, but you like it. Comic Book Club has provided some good reads. Yeah! I keep on meaning to, it's just been one of those things that with the Comic Book Club, I keep meaning to join, but it's been a busy few months recently. My stream is running at 160p. The book is the book is recognizable even then. It's very yeah, it's a very stunning green. Where are you gonna go, Fifi? Have you got sillies in there? She may have sillies in there. Okay, I'm gonna have a peek to see if Gerry is under the table. No, he's still in explore mode, quite possibly. Oh, is he retiring to the table? Is he not retiring because Blanky isn't there? Would you like me to move it for you? There's the... Wait, I need both hands to flap this Blanky. Gerry, you can host for a bit. Hello. Hang on. I can't put it down if you're in there, my boy. Do you mind if I... place it? Maybe. Oh, Fifi. Hello. Even with the two hands, I have not been successful in laying the blankie down, as you can tell. I mean, you can have it like this if you want, but it's just a bit of a barrier. You happy? Oh my gosh, I am finally at the stage where my my VODs, okay, I'm not very good at explaining this in any comprehensible way, but so I had my highlights that were saved that had to go, and then I had my VODs that were just saved because they were within 3 months of being aired, and then because I couldn't save any of those, there was like a big gap between when the highlights ended but the VODs had started expiring. So basically between like the 20th of February and the 20th of March, all just got deleted. But I finally got to the end of... Oh, schnuffs. A little schnumpfst. I finally got to the end of the highlights. So they're good. They're down to like 19 hours now, which is just stuff I wanted to save. You staying like that? That's okay. And then I was like, oh no, it's literally like the first 3 Celeste streams of the things that have been deleted. So then thankfully Colin in the Discord had saved like everything, not at like top quality, but just made an archive of like everything. So I went through that and I have saved out all of the VODs to bridge the gap, and now I'm into VOD territory. So I'm getting there. Like the VODs I'm uploading at the moment are February and it is May. So very, very slowly managing to fill in the gaps. And then I guess I just have to get into the habit of uploading VODs as I do them. Morning, Monday. Sienna will be outraged. You need to replay it all. Yeah. So I just need to... I mean, I think it means that the first 3 Celeste stream VODs are going to be like 720, but you can still tell what's going on. They're not, it ain't bad. And there's like a few lower quality bun streams that bridge the gap. But overall, at least they're there rather than starting up a series like halfway through or something. But yeah. But yes, now you've become a professional archivist. Well, I technically too, that has been my job twice. So I was like, oh, this takes me back to my archiving days. I worked at a university fixing their archive once because it all got messed up somehow. So I had to start from scratch, doing it all again, which was fun. And then one of the first films I ever worked on, I basically built up the video and photography archive for the documentary to reference, sort of thing. So I have, I do have some experience in it, but just not when it comes to videos of me. I still never watched that documentary. That looks like a very chewy toffee, my boy. Apparently there's an Italian gin called 400 Bunnies. Oh. There's a brewery in Bristol that's named after a bunny. It was a bunny that went to space and came back, because I had to check immediately. As soon as I found out that's what they were named after, I was just like, was the bunny okay? Probably bloody traumatized, but they came back alive, thankfully. All the necessary experience to stream buns on Twitch, yes. Yeah. I always wanted to work in an archive. Like when I first moved to Bristol, that was a lot of the jobs I applied for, was library and archive stuff. But never got it. Oh, there he go. Oh, there he go. Him baby boy. Him flump. No, I don't have anything. I'm sorry. I can put this under if you're feeling cold. Just I put that there. Squish this little baby boy. Go round, T, Fifi. Go round, T. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, Fafu. Little Martha, that was, yeah, I can't think what the name of the brewery is, but it's something to do with Little Martha, but I think it has, or maybe it is just called, didn't they have a Russian name? Oh, is it literally called Little Martha Brewing? Well, there you go. But if ever you're in Bristol and you're near that brewery, I would recommend going like 4 or 5 doors down, I can't remember, and going to Forest Bakery, because that's my favourite bakery in Bristol. Bloody love them. They do such good pastries. And they're very lovely. What was I saying? Yes, so, this was like 20 minutes ago now, but I was reading up, I was trying to think up ways last night to immerse myself in language to help with learning, because I've been looking up German courses in Bristol, and annoyingly, the language school doesn't run them. I was just like, what do you do? But I thought your favourite bakery was your house because you got the best buns in the world. Well, that's the secret. All buns are good buns. Rare morning Fifi toffee. But yeah, so I was looking through those, and Noah seems to be doing them at the moment. So I was like, how else could I? Rowdy, thank you very much for the 40 months. Thank you. Hello, how you doing? They seem to just be doing like more advanced ones rather than beginners ones. So I was thinking up other ways and looking up like TV shows and all of this stuff. And then I saw this suggestion on this like language learning subreddit that was like, why don't you play Skyrim in German? And then people were like, wouldn't that mean that I just learned like ye Odi language rather than, they were like, well, there's a bit of it, but I mean, would it ever come in handy to be able to say, I heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard? But people were saying basically if there's a game that you know particularly well, which obviously isn't Skyrim for me because I've only played it once, but morning, Anna. Games in another language is actually a good shout. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is like, if there's something that has, well, like I mean, other people can use this too if they find it helpful, but there were 2 games, oh, well, it's not helpful because I've bloody forgotten what they were. There were 2 games that basically said that you can set your languages, you can have your spoken language and your subtitles in different languages. One of them was Assassin's Creed. So it was basically saying like, you could have like, if you're learning Spanish, you could have it Spanish spoken but English subtitles so that you can immediately be like translating it. There was another one, but I can't remember the other one that said. Quite a few games do that. Yeah, because that seems like a good way to do it. If you could change the language in Pokemon through the game, I'd be ecstatic. Yeah, it just seems like, because at the moment, you can where did my brain go? Yeah, at the moment with things like Duolingo, you learn very like, it's like when I worked for Reebok and I could remember all the names of every Reebok shoe because that was my job at the time. And then the second I left Reebok, I could not tell you any names of Reebok shoes because it's very specific to what you're learning there, and when you don't need it, you forget it. And I feel like that's how it is if you're learning a language in little daily chunks like you do on Duo, because you learn things that you're like, I know the context of this. I know it's going to be airport because I'm on the airport like section at the moment, so everything's going to be about airports. But then when you're taken out of that and someone says, what's airport? You're just like, because it's, does that make sense? Because it's not like, because it's like feeding you it rather than you coming up with it like organically, I guess is the point, is my problem with, like, I think Duolingo is good for giving you like a little bit of a feel for a language maybe. For instance, I once tried learning Greek on there and I was just like, nope, this is never happening. But yeah, I've tried doing just stuff like, yesterday when I did a little bit of shopping for dinner, and I was just, every time I picked something up, I would force myself. I would read the German ingredients and see if I could recognize any of them. That was like my way of giving myself a tiny little test. As I was going around, just to be like, oh, this must mean made in a gluten-free environment or something like that. Or I saw the word cool and I was like, oh, so that must be store in a cool, dry place sort of thing. And I immediately saw the word, what was it? Sonnenblumen and I was just like, sunflower oil. It's like, I can't imagine that is anything else. But yeah, it's I think doing something, I just have to think of a game. I mean, a lot of people were saying that, like, you gotta know the name of your enemy. I'm always amazed by the likes of Frithian and Silas. Yeah, it is impressive. Though Silas was being a little bitch about it the other day, because when he got quicker than me in the speedrun ad read, he was just like, imagine being beaten by someone speaking faster and it's not even their first language. And I was just like, shut up, dude. I was just like, maybe yours was easier. But yeah. But I think that's a different, like, I think being able to read and speak quickly, it is a tough thing. I'm not very good at it. I hope you called him Papa. I was like, okay, Papa. But yeah. Well, those ad reads are the same reading length. Apparently they were the same word count. But I guess it'll all be... It's difficult unless you're all reading the same one, I guess. Unless they're all just a different remix of the same words but in different orders. I don't know. But then again, you could argue that some words are difficult to say when they're in a different order. So I think the only fair way would have been for us all to just read the same one. But yes. Yeah, I think it is different if you've learned something as a child. It's definitely like a lot harder to learn when you're as old as I am. Very difficult. But I mean, look at Gandalf. He was quite stuck in his ways. Oh, hello, Rob. Just a quick stop here. My sister is dog sitting, so Charlie is having a visit from another Labrador. Ah, is it like a cousin Labrador? Is it your sister's Labrador? Wait, that is cousins, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Do. Baby boy. Baby boy. What flavor of Labrador is it? Is it a vanilla? Or what would a fox fred lab be? Pasta bake. A vanilla lab, a lady called Snow. Ah, did I enjoy the Farkle stream? Oh my gosh, yes. Like literally the when they first announced what they were doing for Camp Yog and like asking what they wanted people, like what people wanted to sign up for, as soon as I saw Farkle, I was so excited that I think that's why they suggested that I host it, because I was just like, Farkle, oh my god, I bloody love Farkle. What? It's like, please, I'm so down to play. But then I didn't end up playing, but it was great. My goodness. It's just so exciting. I guess because it is like, there's not really like a skill that you can do. Because it does just come down to luck and how lucky you're feeling. There's not really anything you can... So if you lose, you're just like, well, dice didn't want it. What would your special power have been? Well, there are a few ones that we came up with that didn't get used. Like there was... We were going to have one that was a rogue that could use sleight of hand to like change one dice to whatever face they wanted. And there's... what else did we have? We came up with like a lot of there was a lot of iterations of all of the things that we were going to do. There's definitely some skill involved in Rav's final victory. That was so messy. It was so good. I don't know what my skill would have been. Hiccup. I guess something to do with being a bunny. Rav's hill was a little too strong. Yeah, it was one of those things that we tried to make them all quite OP. Just for... Because obviously there's like... trying to balance out when you're told games have to last this long for them to be this many of them and for it to end on time, sort of thing. So it was a balancing act of having like making sure things were OP, but also having the right health chosen and having like we would like time out test games because then you've got to think about like how much you're chatting to people as well. You've got to factor in the intros and stuff. It all worked out quite well, but there's whatchamacallit. There's he tended to go against the ones that I hadn't, like there were a few roles that were added in on the day or the day before that I was just like, okay. So I think he did go up against some ones that he was a bit OP for. But, you know, it was, we didn't win anyway. So it all means nothing. Oh, it was a good time though. Good time. I'd happily do just like a straight up Farkle tournament sometime. But yeah. It was nice everyone having that. Do you know what? Ever since I've done it though, I keep on getting, even though I've not particularly been looking at anything different, I guess because I've been talking about Farkle a lot, I've been getting so many dice adverts on Instagram. It just knows somehow, or I guess other people that I follow have been looking at them more, so then it's been suggesting them for me too. And I keep on getting like, oh, is it Dice Loot Goblin, where you get the bags of like a random set of dice. I keep getting suggested that as a thing, and they do like the cursed dice as well. I can't think what they're called, but you get like a bag full of dice that are, you know, maybe the numbers are slightly wonky or something like that. And they're all different, I think. I was very impressed with how good everyone's costumes were. Yeah, they were so good. Like Bree with his armor. It was very good. Oh, Gerry, I'm going to see if you want the rest of the pellets. It was funny when Rav's played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 the other day and he was so excited that there was Farkle. Yeah. It's just funny because, like, I knew it from, like, just because I've been playing the Dice a Lot demo for a while. And then other people will be like, oh, from Kingdom Come, sort of thing. And that was one of the things I was worried about, is because obviously when we were balancing the scores as well, because it's a folk game, there's, like, so many iterations of like what scores how many points and what things are like. Sometimes 3 ones is 300, sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's 1,000. In fact, I think sometimes it is 300, and it's just like, oh, you don't want to have, what if I use this rule and people are like, no, that's not how it's played. But I guess in a way it's nice being able to have that where you can just be like, well, in this version, it is how it's played. So no. But yeah, I tried to stick to Dice a Lot rules as much as possible. Hello. Oh, a rare Fifi snuff. She snuffing? Looking for any more crumbs? He's an EP boy, Fifi. Are you gonna match his EP energy, or do you still have too much energy? Oh, she could be persuaded to be EP. Me humps. Maybe they're both quite warm. People can get a say in the rules and they host their own tournament. It's true. True. Oh, I forgot to say, I can't remember if I said that Artemis had some interest in adopting her, but they've decided to go with a different bunny, a different Hompter this time. Bless her. Napoleon, thank you very much for the for the 47 months. Hitman number, it do be. It do be. But I think it was for the best, because basically where they had put their hamster setup was like right in the living room, and they had kids and stuff, and I was just like, she's very jumpy at the slightest noise. Like, I don't think being in, I think she needs a quiet space, and to be like, she's still very like flinchy. If you even walk into the room too loudly, she hides at the moment. So I think she needs somewhere a little bit more peaceful. But it might be that she eventually comes out her shell and she's fine with louder noises, but she's not there yet. Though she has been good at, recently she's, of all the treats I've tried to give her, I've tried to like get to know her with like sunflower seeds and peanuts and like all of the naughty little things that hamsters usually like. But recently, every night I start handing her just the basic Science Select pellets, and she's always really happy to take those off of me. She'll like pouch them immediately. I'm just like, really? This is how we're making friends, with just the basic pellets that you only really have because they're good for your teeth. They don't have any flavor at all. So yes, we're just bonding over science at the moment. And Dora prefers quiet. She doesn't like nosy people and will run and hide if the door is not. Yeah, they just like, I mean, it's different with every hom. Like with like Squeak and Julietta were very brave Hompters. So Julietta would, like, as soon as she heard that there was anyone in the house, she was like running up trying to get out of the cage because she was excited to see people. Like, she wanted, no noise bothered her. And like Squeak, I used to watch the wrestling with. I would have her clambering all over me whilst I watched the wrestling with the sound on, and she was always just like, well, fine. Whereas Artemis is definitely a little bit more shy, which is fair dues considering the background that she came from. Morning, Limewood. Is Artemis named for the next NASA mission? No, she was named because when we first got her, she was on pregnancy watch, and I was worried, so I was like, whatever I call her, I'm going to name her after one of the virgin goddesses. just to request a little bit of good luck, and it worked. You know, she didn't have baby, because it was like really close to, like, basically when she was rescued, she was in a cage with a boy. So the likelihood was quite high. It wasn't like some of the others that were solo, but we weren't to know if they'd been in with boys. She was a definite in with a boy. But yeah. Good morning, Dunk. Here we go. Cozy baby boy. Cozy baby boy. Look at he. I love it when he uses him little sponge paws as a pillow. Yeah, Limewood, we were saying earlier that there's a brewery in Bristol that's named after the bunny that went into space. And that when it opened, I remember reading, because I was like, oh, they've got a logo of a bunny. Like, why is that? And then I read up, it was because it's named after the space bunny. And then I was immediately like, did the bunny return safely? And they did. They did. But it must have been a very odd time to have been up there. But better than poor Laika. Fifi? Another toffee? My goodness. I need to remember to order some more Humpter stuff today, actually. Need to order some more, because I was like, oh, Artemis is going to be going soon. I didn't get new food yet. Whereas now I'm like, oh, I probably should get a new pot. And I also want to try and interact with her a lot more, because I think, because we've been, like, I've been on holiday twice, and then there was like COVID watch and stuff, so I've been giving her a bit of space. Whereas now I'm like, maybe I should start becoming a Humpter botherer. But yeah, what's that? A Throne account so we can order Artemis food. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. I was talking to a couple of friends last night, and I was saying like, oh, and I will preface this with, if anyone does this, you'll be in a lot of trouble. But for the sake of a funny conversation being recorded, I will share it. But I was saying like, oh, I do really want it. They were like, I'm surprised you're not playing Fantasy Life right now. You were so excited for it. And I was like, well, yeah, like I do want it, but it's like £50 and I've got other games to play, so I can't justify £50. And immediately one of them was just like, just get someone to buy it for you. And I was just like, no, I can't do that. And then they were like, just like, you know, just show a little foot on Bunstream. And I was like, no. just accidentally drop the webcam. Get a little, let the dogs out. See if you get a game out of it. Oh my goodness. I'm not that sort of streamer. Oh. You should create a Throne-like platform where you can only buy rodent food. Yeah. Bunny hands for free. And call him little fluffy feet. I'm gonna ask for a Steam gift card for my birthday this year. Doom is £70. Yeah. It's like, I do appreciate that games are, you know, a lot of work goes into them, and I fully understand why they are the price they are, but it does mean that I just can't, yeah, when I have such a big library of games sitting unplayed, I'm like, I can't justify stopping all those games to then spend £50 to get new games. I already do that with books. I can't start doing it with games. So I'm gonna hold off. And it's one of those things as well that like I where did my brain go? What was I thinking? I was about to say, oh yeah, so I was really genuinely looking forward to Fantasy Life because it was one of my favorite DS games, and I was really looking forward to it. But then I played Luma Island, and Luma Island sort of scratched that itch for a while. So I'm a bit like, well, I'm not like, I mean, I would still love to play it, but I'm not like super, I need to play this right now on release anymore because yeah, Luma Island has been doing good. And then maybe by the time I have used up games, like you say, it'll be on sale and I can grab it through that. Hopefully. I mean, I didn't realise it was coming to Steam as well. I thought it was just going to be a Switch game. So I was like, well, that's never going to be on sale. But yeah. Now I know it's on Steam, I'm like, I have a little bit of hope. maybe a discount one day. But then again, I've had that with, I quite wanted to try, what's it? Story of Seasons? What was the one that was a remake of the one Kirsty really liked? Oh, what was it called? A Wonderful Life or something? I can't remember. It was a remake of a game where all I can remember is she said that people could get old and die. And she loved it. She thought that was great. So I've been meaning to pick up that one. But every time it's on sale, it's only like 10% off. And I'm just like, 10% isn't, I don't feel like 10% is even a sale. It always sounds like a lot, and then when you see how much is actually deducted, I'm just like, if it ain't 20, don't talk to me. I don't know why 10% off really bothers me, but it do. Here we go. Oh, him smushy. Got that scrungy boy. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Sloth, I feel like if you said that in any other stream, you'd be immediately banned for harassment. Things you can only say in briny streams. I wish I could reach through the screen and squeeze those buns. Context is very big in that sentence. I hope you do finish your uni project, though. I hope all is good. They are very squeezable buns, though. I would squeeze Fifi, but she's too far away. Such like a lazy Banu day. I'm glad Fifi has actually come to join us today, so I feel like she spent a lot of... Why am I still talking when I'm yawning? I feel like she spent a lot of yesterday far away. It's like you get an email about something from your wishlist being on sale for 10%. It's like, yeah, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me until 50, not even take, maybe. But I feel like unless it's 20% or higher, that ain't a sale. You made me yawn. The deadline is today? Oh no. I am terrible with deadlines. Like, I'd forgotten how bad I was until I did that writing competition recently. And I was like I was still writing it whilst playing Repo at like 20 to midnight on the day the deadline was. And I was like, I've really not learned, have I? It's just ingrained that if the deadline is seen more of like a goal to hit exactly rather than something you can hand in before. But yeah, you got this though. You'll smash it, I'm sure. That's good ADHD. Oh, Gerry, did you have a snuff? Have a sneezy snuff? Oh my gosh, it is 10:53. Would you like to try some greens? Let me wriggle my way up. You're going to have a little bit of a struggle getting up, aren't you? Usually when he lies like that, he gets all stiff. Would you like some dill? Oh my goodness! Just the lack of spatial awareness in this bunny. I thought you were going to stop there, Fifi. Put that there for you. Hello. Gerry, do you want this broccoli leaf? It is huge. Chinning it. Do you want dill? Yeah. No. No pepper. Yes, pepper. There you go. Final chance, Gerry. Oh no. He's so shy today. Well done, Fifi. Don't steal his pepper. Good crunch. Oh my gosh, Fifi. Hello. I was thinking, dangerous, I know, but once I'm sorted with all this Vod malarkey, I was thinking, oh, thank you, Void, by the way. It's, I do like that dish. What was I thinking? Do you know how heavy the bunnies are? Arr. Gerry's lost quite a lot of weight recently. Fifi's put on quite a bit of weight as well. So I've sort of forgotten how much they do weigh. But it would be in their vaccine books. They're due their vaccinations actually, so I need to they will be getting measured, weighed even, next week sometime. Yeah, that's the thing. Fifi is just very dense. Like, the fact that there's not that much difference in them size-wise. Like, Gerry is smaller than Fifi. Like, physically smaller. But the fact that Fifi weighs so much more. I'm like, she's just a denser woman. Whereas Gerry is like, there's not much to him underneath the fluff. Because I remember there was a thing where Arnhall sent me this video of them rescuing. It was like someone rescuing this baby deer, and then they weighed the baby deer, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that deer weighs less than Ffion. I was like, how does a whole baby deer not come to it? But then again, I guess they're quite gangly. Whereas Ffion is just like one dense unit of bunny. Oh my goodness. But she's the thing is, like, I've never really been like worried about her because she's so active. Like, she eats a lot, but she's so active, and she's obviously like a very fit bunui. So she beautiful. She just built different, yeah. I would not change her for the world. Whereas Gerry, I would put a bit more weight on this boy because he is getting so skinny in his old age. He's just a skinny little thing now, and I would podge him up if I could. But I've tried several things to try and get a bit more on him, but nothing has worked so far. Like, I was trying to give him like extra, like you can get this, what's it called? It's like this food powder that you mix up, and you tend to use it for when bunnies are in gut stasis and you're syringe feeding. But I was giving him that like every day, and even that wasn't doing it. It wasn't like putting anything on him. But yeah, I've tried giving him more pellets. But he's just, I mean, I guess to a certain extent, as you get older, you do just naturally lose a little bit. But yeah, you can definitely feel like if you put your hand on him, you can immediately feel like spine. Whereas Fifi is just like a little pillow. Like, you can feel her. Like, I mean, you should, when you like feel bunnies, you should be able to feel like they should never be so it's not good for them to have too much on because it can cause problems with their feet and stuff. Look at him. He's so sleepy after his big adventure. Get 0 sugar nana. I make him a little banana protein shake. Bulk him out. But then again, I always feel like he feels really skinny, but the vet always says that he's like a good size. Well, they say he's a good size for his age. Heartbreaking. But yeah. Anyway, it's time for me to head off. Kaloo Kalay. I cast Fireball. Shall we go to Doig? Sounds lovely. I should get ready for doing a comfort zone for the first time in a little while. Oh, obviously, I'm happy. I'm happy either way. Whichever is easiest to type. Yeah, I'm gonna go and make myself a. Do you know what? I'm so excited for that final mystery crest to come out on Friday. I really want to see how everyone reacts to the ending. I won't give anything away other than I am excited. It was such a fun one. Such a fun one. Anyway, I hope you all have a very lovely day. I will be back at 2. I've got a brand deal at 3, so I'll just be like chatting away and doing something between 2 and 3, and then I shall be brand dealing. So get your link clicking fingies ready for that. But yes, look after yourselves, everyone. Be good. Good luck with your deadline, Sloth. I believe you can do it. You got this. And everyone else, whatever you're up to, be kind to yourselves and take care. And I shall speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Boop.